Hi YouTube, it's Carrie, Lady VSG, here with my super late week 39 update. Today is January 8th, 2016. I had my VSG surgery April 6th, 2015 down in Tijuana, Mexico with Dr. Ariel Ortiz at the Obesity Control Center. When I booked my surgery, I weighed 301.8 pounds. My highest weight was over 315. I don't actually know for sure, but so when I booked the surgery, 301.8 pounds, day of surgery, 272. And on Monday, I weighed in at 180.7 pounds. So a loss of, whoops, that's not my weight app. Here we go. A loss of 0.6 pounds over the past week and a total loss of 121.1 pounds. So, I'm stoked that I still lost weight this week. I have a suspicion that when I weigh in again on Monday, so like 3 days from now, the scale will be less kind to me because I have been making terrible food choices this last week. And essentially what it boils down to is that I'm currently really unhappy with my work situation. And I'm using that as an excuse to fall back into my terrible eating habits. Like there was one day, I want to say it was Monday or Tuesday. I wonder if it was Monday because I waited and I had lost. And then I ate crap all day. I'm pretty sure I didn't actually eat any protein because I was like, oh, I feel like macaroni and cheese. And my sleeping schedule's all messed up because I'm working either 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. or 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. And sometimes I work double shifts, and so then I come home and according to my Fitbit, I'm averaging 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night. So I can feel it starting to take a toll on my mental abilities and just how I feel overall and in general. I haven't gone to the gym since, I don't think I've gone to the gym since right before I had my gallbladder surgery. So I had that surgery December 16th, so it's been 3 weeks since I've been to the gym. And they flat out told me that, starting a couple of days after surgery, start walking again. Maybe up to like a week post-op, just take it easy, all of that stuff. And that 2 weeks after the surgery, I should be able to resume my normal activities. And I specifically checked with them. I was like, I would not consider myself a runner, but I'm doing couch to 5K and blah, blah, blah. And the surgeon was like, yeah, by the 2-week mark, if you are not feeling up to doing your previous activity levels, that would be a concern. Okay, physically, I feel like I could do it. It's totally mentally, and it's because I'm so exhausted and just drained, and I feel like I don't really have the energy to do anything, let alone go to the gym. And I know once I get back into that groove, mentally I feel better about myself because I went and I worked out and all of this stuff. So I need to get over that hurdle. But in the meantime, I'm using all of my sort of frustration and whatnot with work as an excuse to eat poorly. So on Monday, I'd weighed in and I was like, oh good, I still lost weight this week, blah, blah, blah. And then I wanted macaroni and cheese, and so I made a box of macaroni and cheese. And I portioned it out into my little Tupperwares. But then it was for the next 4 or 5 meals, instead of, getting some protein and then eating carbs or whatever, which is what I would usually do, I just went and got a little container of macaroni and cheese. And so, it's an improvement over before the surgery when it would be I would make a box of macaroni and cheese and I would eat a box of macaroni and cheese for one meal. And it's, so it took me 4 or 5 meals to eat the whole box of macaroni and cheese, but that is all I ate until that was gone, And obviously that's not a good life decision. So I've sort of tried to refocus myself, get back on the horse. I'm doing my protein shakes for breakfast. I I'm packing lunches and stuff to take to work. I've got jerky and protein bars in my work bag so that I'm not tempted to go to one of the like many fast food joints like within 2 blocks of where I work. There's within a 2-block radius, there is Taco Bell, Burger King, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and Dairy Queen. And a Dutch Brothers, but like, I'm sorry, sometimes I want coffee. Because the Starbucks is further away. But there's one of those too. Because I work in this town called Woodburn. There's a huge factory outlet mall right there. So, I mean, it's a huge touristy sort of spot. So there's just like, oh my gosh, it's bad news everywhere. So yeah, I really just need to get back on the horse. I am confident that when I get on the scale on Monday, so in 3 days, I'm not going to like what I see. Because I feel like I was getting away with it like this last weigh-in, and I'm confident the scale is going to show me, no, you made terrible decisions all this week, and this is what you get. So we'll see. In other news, I don't remember if I've talked to you guys about DietBet lately or at all. There's a thing called DietBet. It's a website. It's also an app. And so there's a couple of different types of diet bets that you can make. They have the, what do they call them? There's Kickstarters. So Kickstarters are a 4-week diet bet. And then there's the Transformers, and that's a 6-month diet bet. And then they also have a maintenance one, but like I'm not doing that one yet because I will do that one when I get a little closer to goal or /2 goal, because obviously the goal with maintenance is to maintain your weight. So basically how it works is you place a bet, you pay money. So for the Kickstarter ones, it's usually like $35, or at least the one that I did was like $35. And then you have to submit an official weigh-in. So you have to take a full body shot of you standing on your scale. And they'll tell you a code word, and you write that on a piece of paper. So and you put that like sort of in front of your scale. So in addition to the full body shot of you on the scale, you also take a picture of like your feet on the scale with the code word, and that, and then you submit those pictures, and that's how they do your official weigh-in. So you have to weigh in at the beginning, and you have to weigh out at the end. And you only have, like, you can join the diet bets up to like a week into the bet, but you don't get any extra time at the end. And then at the end, you only have like a 48-hour window to submit your official weigh out. And then everybody who achieves their weight loss goal gets a share of the pot of like all the, and so DietBet itself, takes a percentage. I want to say they take 25%. If enough people win that you will always make back your initial bet. Like that's their policy. Like if enough people win that them taking their percentage means that you wouldn't win back your original bet, then they just don't take it. They don't take their percentage. So, I mean, that's great. So you'll at least, if you achieve your weight loss, goal, you will at least make your own money back, which is nice. So the one that I finished, it finished up, I want to say New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. So that one, it was a $35 buy-in, and I won $71. And it can sort of accumulate in your account, or you can request a payout and all of this. I signed up for another one that is going to end, and you can be in multiple diet bets at the same time. So after I signed up for that first one at the beginning of December, I got really excited about it, and like a week or two later, I signed up for another one, because I thought like I'll just sort of keep signing up for these, and it'll help me sort of stay on track. So that one is going to end on the 11th, I think. And so I'll have, so yeah, that one will end on Monday. And then I'll have until the 12th or 13th to submit my official weigh-in. That one, I am still 3 pounds away from hitting my goal for that particular bet, because it'll set you a percentage goal, and I think it's like 6% or something. Anyway, like it'll tell you sort of what your weight loss goal is, and so that one I'm 3 pounds away from. So unless I'm crazy retaining water right now, which I don't think I am, I'm not gonna win on that one. So I mean, that's also like, that's a good lesson for me to learn. Like, I can't eat the way I used to eat and expect to still lose weight. So on the bright side, because I won the first one, it'll cover me for the fact that I am not going to win the second one. But then I also did sign up for one of the Transformer bets. And so that one's 6 months long. And I'm really hoping that, because that one was a much larger investment. That one I paid up front. And so I think I paid in $125. So I'm hoping that helps keep me on track a little more. I mean, obviously, I allowed myself to eat garbage all this week, and I'm going to lose money for it on Monday, which is a huge bummer. So, but I'm hoping that lesson sort of keeps me on track in terms of the 6-month Transformer bet that I'm signed up for. And that one is exciting because half the pot goes to the final round, because they have you weigh in every month. And so half the pot goes to the final weigh-in, and the other ones, get divided equally among the other 5 weigh-ins. So yeah, hopefully I'll stay more on track, because I'd really like to win a big chunk of money. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, that's sort of what's going on right now. Like, I'm a little bit anxious for my weigh-in on Monday, but like, shit happens, and like, actions have consequences, and my actions with how I was eating this last week are clearly going to have consequences on Monday, and I need to put on my big girl panties and move forward and make the conscious decision to not continue to make those bad choices, and B, to not, as I would have previously, to not sort of obsess about it and wallow, and then, oh, well, I screwed that up, so what's the point of trying now? Because like, that was definitely a mindset that I had prior to the surgery. And it's really easy to sort of fall back into those patterns and behaviors. So hopefully I can keep it together and keep it on track. But I'm optimistic, because I don't feel like it's a sign of that I'm a personal failure. It's like, okay, so when I was making these decisions, I knew they were bad decisions, and now I'm going to have the proof that they were bad decisions, and I need to make different decisions in the future. So yeah, that's what's going on. I hope you all are having a great week, and I will check in with you again on Monday. Bye.